So you're thinking about buying or selling your home and you want to know some of the things that agents won't tell you, but they should. I'm going to tell you 11 of those things that you may not already know. Stay tuned. I'm Natasha, Koch with the Van City Home Team, and welcome to our Tuesday Tips, where we tell all buyers and sellers all kinds of useful, hopefully useful, information about buying and selling real estate. I've been in the business for over 23 years, and so today we're going to talk about the 11 things that your agent won't tell you, but they probably should. So let's jump in and start with number one. If you like the content, don't forget to ring the bell and subscribe below so that you'll be notified of other videos that come up in the future. Okay, back to number one. So open houses. For all you sellers out there that think that open houses are to sell your home, less than 4% actually sell because of an open house. Open houses are really an opportunity for an agent to find new buyers. It's a great way for them to showcase your property, the product, and hand out their business cards and meet other people that might be thinking about hiring an agent for themselves, either to buy or to sell. Number two, did you know that you can actually interview an agent? Often people will turn to the agent that they know or they used for their last transaction, or their family just got into real estate, but it's really important to interview them. Some agents don't do this as a full-time job. They do this as a side job. When I first got into real estate, you weren't allowed to do that, but the industry has changed, which is why there's so much competition. Some people aren't doing real estate as a full-time job, and they may not be plugged into what's happening in the market as some of us that are doing it full-time. Number three, a lawyer is equally as important as a realtor. We take a real estate course through the University of British Columbia Souders Business Program for ourselves. I don't know about your state or your province. However, we are not lawyers, so it is a really good idea for you to have an extra layer of protection. Now, realtors, we all know and study how to fill out and write contracts, but the truth is that there's a heck of a lot of responsibility in a real estate transaction and a lot of legal jargon that we don't even know ourselves. So I happen to do a lot of research and talk to my friends who are lawyers just to make sure that I keep myself safe and my clients protected. But you should definitely consult a lawyer, and so have somebody on hand so that you can make sure that your transaction runs smoothly. Number four, you can request multiple showings. So if you're really interested in a house, you don't have to make a decision after the first time. An agent would love for you to make the decision right away, but go get a feel for the neighborhood. Go and talk to the neighbors. I always encourage people to go at different times of day, see what it looks like. Go and see it multiple times. Now, when the market is crazy, of course, everybody feels like they have to make a decision quickly, and sometimes we do, but an agent doesn't tell you that you can go back as many times as you like for a showing. Number five, pre-approval should be the first step. Getting approved for a mortgage, and I always tell people in my buyer's consultation, it is absolutely the first step. It's not just a good idea, but it could potentially sink your sale if you're not pre-approved. If we find out halfway through that you can't possibly get your financing, and things are always changing, so getting a pre-approval isn't even foolproof, but it's absolutely going to help you. Number six, sometimes they can't answer some neighborhood questions. Real estate agents can answer some questions about a neighborhood, of course, but really, unless they live in the actual neighborhood and live the same lifestyle as you, they're not going to know everything about a neighborhood. So you really do need to do your own due diligence about checking out questions about crime, religion, neighborhood economic status, schools, those kind of things. They will give you basic information, but they're not going to dig deep enough for you to actually know if you want to live there. Number seven, a home is not necessarily an investment. Now, this is a funny thing because everybody's probably wondering why I just said that. I'm going to sell you your biggest investment. That's what most realtors tell you. But You know, as your home increases in value, yes, because the market heats up. But many things, though, go down in price. And the bottom line is, while flipping looks appealing on television, it's not that easy. And a home is not a way to build wealth. It's supposed to be a security for yourself to live in. Now, of course, if you're looking at it from an investment standpoint and you're not planning on living in the home, that's a totally different story. But most financial advisors are not sending their clients into a real estate investment as their first investment. So on average, you're really in a normal market, you're hovering between 3 and 5%. And there's a lot of other investments that you can do better other than buying a home. So buy a home because you need a home and because you want to live in a home, and buy it based on your living circumstances and needs. Number 8, staging does matter. Sometimes agents won't tell you that because they just want to get the listing on the market right away, and they'll say, oh, it looks fine. It doesn't. It has to be done. It has to look good, especially if you're in a competitive market. Make it spacious feeling so that buyers can visualize it much better. It's super, super important. Spend the extra money on getting it staged, or have your agent come in and at least give you some pointers on how to get your place looking at its optimal best. Number 9, paying over asking means money out of your pocket. So if you saved for a down payment and plan on taking out a mortgage, the bank will lend you money for the appraised value of the home. However, in a competitive market, when homes go above asking, the buyers may have to make up the difference. So sometimes agents don't tell you that. Check a little deeper. Number 10, you shouldn't expect to recoup the entire cost of a renovation. If you're spending $10,000 to $20,000 on a new bathroom, don't expect that your property value is actually going to go up $10,000 to $20,000. That may not be the case. Usually home sellers can recoup about 93% of their costs, but don't expect always to recoup the entire thing. And last but not least, 11, agents might overprice your house. Yes, that's right, they might. Getting a higher than expected price for your home feels good. When an agent overprices your home, you think, wow, they really see the value here. And the truth is that their ulterior motive might be that they're just going to sit on the market and gain more buyers that are going to call about that listing and potentially get some leads out of it. Don't overprice your house. It's not only hurting you, it's just hurting you actually at the end of the day. So those are the 11 things that agents should tell you, but they don't. There's many, many more, I can assure you. If you like the content and you would like to see what else happens, please don't forget to subscribe below. I'm Natasha, Koch with the Van City Home Team. This is our Tuesday Tips. See you all next week.